the middle of nowhere, really, in the middle of America, doing the Paint Lewis 98. All of us are painting. We have a theme. This theme is supposed to be the Armageddon. A lot of people aren't even going to go with any theme at all. But a lot of us, like, we've been talking and we've been researching the whole situation for like weeks, just so we can, you know, come here with some great idea, you know, try to burn everybody and try to be so good at graffiti. But really, it's not really, you know, we figured it out. We've been in the library researching the heaven and hell, the death, and we've like really changed our whole outlook on the whole situation. And we really don't care about that much anymore. And we've come to this conclusion that we're like all prophets, and we're all like trying to tell mankind about the destruction and the chaos and the failed civilization that we've been living in the last, you know, I'm only 20, so I've only lived through 20 years. But I mean, I'm going crazy in this society, you know. The media is totally focused on our president. You know, everything is going wrong right now, and it's all combusting. It's all going to a final end. And us, we just happen to be here doing graffiti. You know, we happen to be like telling what's about to happen. We're telling the story of mankind's failure, you know, basically.
I think graffiti puts you on the outside of adversity, you know. People's ignorance, you get to see it because you're on the outside. You're seeing, like, the bullshit that they involve their life in. And you realize it's crap because you're not down with their culture and they're not down with yours, you know? If they're not a graffiti writer, you can't relate to them. It goes with anything.
You know, I look at the cops are down there, and of course, they're going to be giving us shit all day, you know, because they're totally against, you know, us expressing what's going to happen, really. And I don't know. It's just going to go crazy, though. Just watch. This is like the first step. We're bombing countries. We don't even, you know, we have no fucking business doing whatever we do, and we just, everything's gonna go haywire, man. And end of the world, I think, is closer than we all think, really.
Pose DC5 from Chicago.
All right, Steph, DC5 from Chicago.
You know, the theme was supposed to be about Armageddon and the future and all that, and we figured some people were gonna pick like positive and negative. Some people were gonna pick like heaven or hell, and we decided that, you know, it's never really gonna end. This is a circle of life, which the circle of life is made by positive and negative, constant fighting and constant, and so that's what the whole thing is about. The negative spinning off and coming out, and positive spinning off, and together they form to make a circle. And we put the Dalai Lama in the center because we feel he represents understanding and peace, and in the center of all this. So that's our vision of the future, is that life is just a circle and it keeps going. It's a constant struggle between positive and negative.
What up, what up? Zor SB, Chicago. Down with the crew. This is about to hit like the history of the world and alphabets and style and like, and pretty much that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what it is, man. Basically, it's about like the history of the world and like the history of like evolution through style, codes, signals, signs, just a lot of stuff like that. That's what we always be doing anyway. So like, just like hitting things in there, stories.
Where at? And where?
Where? Chicago. I said Chicago. What's up with that? Chicago Transit Authorities. That's where.
Jaywalk, XQZ, NOSCIE, Chicago.
Flex, TMS, XQZ from Chicago.
The concept of Armageddon, you know, for the thing, but our idea here is like, it's like a big pussy, and it's like life and death. It says life, and that says limbo, and it's, you know, life and afterlife coming out of, you know, a woman.
And these guys right here, they're hanging on to these rocks, and that's limbo, you know, because they're hanging on, they're doing their best not to let go, not to fall. You know, you fall, that's heaven, but they're not getting to hell, you know, they're just kind of stuck, they're just trying to hang on, you know, and that's what limbo is.
From Memphis, Tennessee, Kodak, NDK Crew CO2. I don't know, man, just came out to see what I could do, see if I could flex, hang with the best, you know, that's about all. A lot of time and pain went into all of this.
Where's the key at?
Hey, one more. and I'm out. Short and sweet.
It was just, it allowed just enough room for severed heads, but enough understanding that the city would look at it and go, well, isn't that amazing? You know? Is this what our young people think? You know, I mean, it's just like it left both doors wide open, but instead of it being a clear path to walk through, it just let all the flood in. You know, it just let all the shit in the flood in, and it caused a lot of problems. We should have gone with, like, a circus animal theme or something, I don't know. But even then, they would have found some way to, like, have, you know, Henry Lee Lucas and Ed Gein holding up severed heads of tigers or some weird mass murder bullshit like that. Like, where there's a will, there's a way, and if you try to piss somebody off, it's probably the easiest way imaginable. It's a road traveled many times.
Hey, it's Casper, we're gonna see this, yo. Thanks a lot.